Hey guys, it's Kevin with MixCoach. Today I want to show you a trick that I learned a long time ago by accident, really. Let me tell you the backstory. Now, back when I was a kid, I hope I'm not telling too much so you'll know how old I am, but we used to have these cassette players called Walkmans. And in the Walkmans, you'd stick your favorite cassette in there. Yes, I used to listen to cassettes. You pop the cassette in there, close the door, and then you could, strap it on your belt. It was only about that big. Much bigger than an iPod. But you could put it in there, and every now and then you could pull the cable just ever so slightly, and it would come out about halfway. And I noticed when it would come out halfway that I could only hear things that weren't panned to the center of the mix. Call me a geek or whatever, but I started experimenting with when I wanted to hear a CD or a cassette or whatever I was listening to. It was about the time CDs were becoming popular, but you could pull, hang on, set of headphones not unlike this right here, but you see it's an 1/8 inch jack right there, but you could pull it out just ever so slightly, not even halfway out. You couldn't even pull it to where it would lock just a little bit, but when you would pull it just out just a little bit, you would hear things in mono, and you wouldn't hear anything that was in the center, like a kick drum, a lead vocal, but you could hear everything that was panned out to the sides. So, you'd be hearing something along, if you hear a tom that was panned to the side, you'd hear it good, but if there was a tom panned to the center, you wouldn't hear it at all. And you could hear all the reverb. Well, after, going to electronics school, I figured out what that was, and, after researching things, what that is basically somehow, now, let me make a little note here, I can't make any of the new headphones do that these days. They must have changed the dimensions of them somewhat, but you can't really do it that well on the headphones these days. But you can emulate it on Pro Tools, so you can listen to what other mixers are doing to their mixes, as far as you can hear reverbs really clear, and you can hear background vocals, how far they're panned out. You can tell really a lot about dimension from side to side. But what it is it's placing one side of the mix out of phase and putting them in mono, and the sum of a positive signal and a negative signal at the same time is 0. So everything that's in the center is being pushed out of the speaker and being pulled from the speaker at the same time, so the speaker doesn't even move. I say speaker, headphones is what I mean. So it's like it makes things disappear that's in the middle. So I'm going to show you on Pro Tools right now how you can do this and really kind of figure out what guys are doing on their mix. So check this out. Okay, this is an artist named Calvin Hunt. Calvin is on my record label, and even though he's gone now, his music is timeless, and he's just such a great artist. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you hear a little bit of the regular song. Okay. Now you won't hear any of his vocal because this is the soundtrack. But what you will hear is things from side to side, like there's a shaker going on one side and there's a lot of percussion going on in this song. So what I'm going to do is let you listen a little bit in stereo. Okay, now I'm going to show you what I'm doing. This is just a one-band EQ, and I've got it in TDM mode, but it'll work also in RTAS mode. But what you want to do here is I want you to go to, when you instantiate this, go to multi-mono TDM or multi-mono RTAS, and let's do a one-band EQ. And what this does is it lets you do the side-to-side independently. So if this is on, it'll be blue, and whatever you do to the left side, you'll be doing to the right side. But what I'm going to do is turn this off now. And if you want to download this preset, come to mixcoach.com/playbook, and I'll give this to you. So all you have to do is just plug your favorite music into it. Okay, so now what we're going to do is, since the left and right are independent, I'm going to flip the phase of one side. Another thing I'm going to do, I'll let you see this real quick, is I'm going to pan this straight up. So now what we've got is the left side is completely out of phase with the right side, but they're both panned to the center, which is emulating the headphone trick that I was telling you about. Now listen, this is before, and this is this side here. And this is stereo, just the way it was mixed. And that is in mono, with one side out of phase with the other. So what do you think about that? I think it's cool, and I still use it every now and then to check, like if for instance, if someone's doing background vocals and I can't understand what they're saying or what the background vocals line is, usually people will pan the background vocals out away from the center to get it away from the vocals. Well, you can use this to your advantage because you're going to listen to it in mono and out of phase, so the only thing you'll actually hear is what things that are panned away from the center. So if you want to listen to, let's just say, a reverb trail on the snare drum, if you wanted to hear how the background vocals are panned or what they're saying, if you want to hear a good guitar part, you can do that. But this is I'll leave this just like this, and I will send this to you. If you come to MixCoach.com/playbook, you can get this session file right here. But I hope you can get some use out of this. I know it's helped me throughout the years when I've been listening to mixes. So enjoy this, and I will see you soon. Oh, by the way, tomorrow I'm going to show you another way to listen to it, but it's all in stereo. So come back tomorrow and check out MixCoach.com. Thank you. See ya. Bye.